Ron Harris here from MuscularDevelopment.com. Coverage of the 2022 Arnold Classic Weekend brought to you by High Tech Pharmaceuticals. Standing here with the defending champion in Classic Physique, the one, the only Rough Diesel, best poser in this world or any other, Terrance Ruffin.
Best poser in the multiverse.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. So, yeah, I mean, clearly you're the heavy favorite. Heavy favorite. The only person in this world who's been able to beat you for the past couple of years has been that Canadian kid with the mustache. You got a mustache, too.
Yeah, I'm growing it. Yeah, maybe that's the secret. Yeah.
So, I mean, how confident are you? This is a stacked lineup, but my goodness, I've been looking at your recent photos, and good Lord, are those real?
Well, I appreciate it, man. I think confidence is based on this past experiences, and in past experiences, I've done really well. So I'm feeling really good, man. And just based on, like you said, the progress pictures, I'm only improving, you know?
Yeah. So, like I said, you know, this is it's the whole top five from the last Olympia minus Bumstead. Did you expect the quality of the Arnold Classic to be this good this year?
I did not, but I'm really happy about it. I think when the Arnold steps up and raise the prize money like they did, I think it's great that the Classic Physique athletes rise up again and show them that we are happy about it and we support it. Yeah.
What's the prize money last year versus this year for your division?
7,000 and an increase to 60,000.
Okay. Good job, promoters. Good job.
Yes, sir.
The posing round obviously is your thing. Is there a best poser award this year?
I don't think so. Last year that was done by an outside source, Dr. Morales.
Yes.
I don't think he's sponsoring that again, so I don't believe so.
You'd win anyway. But, yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't think they judge. Actually, I know they judge posing in the open men, but ironic that they don't judge in Classic because you guys have much better routines.
You know, it's interesting. I listened to a video that they talked about the way they described how they judge it. It's not the way you would think, though. It's not based on creativity and how you hit the pose. It's basically if the poses you hit during the routine are hit properly. So that's why if you go back and look, Nick Walker won best poser in the open. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Go look at the score sheets. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a great bodybuilder, but the greatest poser, I'm not sure about that.
So that's why, because he just hit his poses the best he could. You know, it wasn't about creativity or anything like that. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, yeah.
So, I mean, the fact that it's not judged, but yet you go to great lengths to constantly outdo yourself, which I don't even know how you do because you set these standards for yourself that seem like, how is he possibly going to come up with anything better than that? You know, when I first saw you, I said, that Survivor routine in Toronto, I go, that's it. There's never going to be another routine better than that.
Well, you know, that's what got me. That's not what got me into the sport, but that's what kept me going in the sport, the art side of it. And I just enjoy being creative and showing people what bodybuilding can be. You know, Eugene Sandow, the creator of bodybuilding, when he was forming his concepts of it, he would go and study sculptures in art museums. So, you know, I'm just kind to, you know, bring that back and revitalize that in a sense. Yeah.
You know, because the fact that I think the Classic Physique in this year's lineup is better quality-wise than the Open, and I'm not trying to diss the Open, but I'm saying the Open you already have Brandon and he's Mr. Olympia, and I mean if he loses, there's going to be a riot. You know, and I'm not saying there wouldn't be a riot if you lost too, but it's more of an equal footing where you know, you're the champ and everything, but I don't think these guys are like 10
I
miles
understand
below
you. That's the cool thing about Classic, man. Like, it's like the amount, the way it's improving each and every year. I have to stay on my game. I'm not like you said. I'm not far enough ahead of these guys where I can take a year off. I can take a week off. I can come in off. I have to be at my best to be able to maintain where I am, or else one of these guys could definitely beat me any day. Yeah.
And you're still, how old are you now, Terrence?
I'm 28.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
And you've been
People think I'm old, but I've just been in the sport a minute. Yeah.
turned pro at like 20, 22, 23?
21.
21.
Yeah.
My goodness gracious.
Yeah.
As a middleweight bodybuilder?
Lightweight. Yeah. Me and Dominic Cardone both 21 at that show. Yeah.
That was before Classic, right?
Before Classic, 2 years before. Yeah.
So, you know, at that time when there was no Classic, what did you envision for yourself as, what am I going to do in this sport? How far am I going to go?
I thought I would be like the physique I thought about was Sean Ray's. He was a shorter guy. I thought if I was 180 pounds, I could do well in 212. And it's funny, I'm still not quite 180, but I think if I was 180, I would do okay at 212, I think. But yeah, that's what I kind of envisioned for myself when I first turned pro. Yeah.
You know, to your credit, I don't want to say you're the poster boy of classic, but you're definitely up there with Chris. You're one of the few that I never hear anyone saying he should go 212. I think people are grateful to have you because you embody so many of the things that classic physique is supposed to be, so many of the ideals. I think a lot of people would be upset if you left this division because you bring something that we really want to see in this division.
I think this is where I belong. I'm happy here. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm happy with how I feel. Classic is a way for a lot of us to stay healthy. We've had a lot of crazy things happen the past couple of years with athletes, and I think this is a route people can take to have longevity in the sport. Like you see a lot of guys in the 80s, they're still living good. Barry DeMay looks amazing. Lita Brada looks amazing. Lee Haney looks amazing. I think size-wise, we're very similar to these guys, and they're living long and healthy lives, and that's what I want to. Yeah.
Last question for you. Was there any hesitation to do this? Because you didn't have a whole lot of turnaround. The Olympia was mid-October, late October?
Yeah, I definitely took me a while to think about it. Speaking to Lee, I actually called him and asked him what I should do about it. And he said I should do it. He's like, now you're at a point where you're trying to build a legacy. And I think if you do well at the show, you win this show, this would help you get closer to what you're at, wanting. So, yeah, so you guys can thank Lee Labrada for having me come out.
Another awesome poser. Yeah. Well, I got to say, you're probably one of the only, well, Urs is a good poser too, but I think people are equally excited to see the physique you're going to bring tomorrow and the routine you're going to come up with because, like I said, you don't repeat routines, and that's got to be tough because you got to come up with something entirely fresh every time, and you have to outdo yourself, and you're already considered the best. That's a lot of pressure, but man, every time you do it, I've never seen one routine that wasn't at least as good, if not better, than the last one I saw.
I appreciate it. After I did the first one that was really proper Survivor, that was a big fear of mine, not living up to expectations. But you get to a certain point where you just do it because you love it, and what people think is what people think. And I'm just happy people still like what I'm doing. Yeah.
They definitely do. All right, well, guys, you can check them out tomorrow. I don't know when. Maybe this video goes up tomorrow. Is it going to go out tonight? You sure?
Tonight.
You better hurry up, Hector.
Yep.
So tomorrow you can check this man out, see if he holds on to his title another time, and if so, then the conversation is going to be, is this guy going to beat Bumstead finally this year? Maybe. Stranger things have happened in this wide world of sports. So I wish you the best of luck, Terrence. Looking very much forward to seeing you tomorrow. And that's it. It's been Terrence Rough Diesel, Ruffin. We'll see you next time. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thanks for being patient, guys.
Oh, no worries.